identity was stolen a few years ago, and I managed to catch it quite in time. But since then, I'm very vigilant. And on the other hand, here in Netherlands, my mobile phone has been in quite a few data breaches because T-Mobile had a data breach. And it has had, and it still has an impact on my life in the sense that I get a lot of these scam calls.
Has done since the introduction of GDPR and what has happened across Europe in terms of the penalties against the Facebooks, the Googles, the TikToks and others, and see that these are absolutely enormous penalties. And certainly within the UK, it can go up to 4% of your turnover or up to 17.5 million.
There are examples of what's called the ripple effect. That's what the regulators called it. So examples of people who've had to change their jobs, who've had to change their children's schools as a result of a data breach, who've had to move home, that sort of thing. So it really is something that has a real world consequence. And just finally, just on really helpful guidance, which is already out there.
Manage our data properly, because that's one of the big things that we don't do. So if you take our OneDrives, our email, our SharePoint sites, and any other Office 365 thing that you've got, how many of us actually apply attention to that? How many of us actually say, it's 2 years, it's gone? How many of us put rules in place to actually say, well, you can't store personal data there unless it's yours?
We would leave the unstructured inboxes as is and accept a low risk there as a more general point of view. And we do see a shift there coming with also the regulators wanting to see more in-depth investigation into that data. And given the more focus cybercriminals seems to have lately, at least in the Netherlands, I don't know how that is for the UK.
Because it matters in the insurance context as well. So I'll go a bit more global. We all know the 72 hours applies in the EU to notify a reportable data breach to the regulator. But I do see in my practice challenges for clients when those tight deadlines are not anymore just in the EU. There are many more jurisdictions around the world that have very tight data breach notification.
Data breach that impacts a system, an IT system that holds a large volume of unstructured, particularly unstructured data or semi-structured data. It can be very challenging to understand, what data has been impacted and what personal data in particular has been impacted.